What's good, everybody? And like you saw in the title, I don't want you to take any more action going forward in 2023. I know you just made your New Year's resolution and you thought about all these things that you were going to do and everything like that in regards to your money, your credit, your finances, but I want you to not take any more action. I'm explaining what I mean in more detail in just a second, but basically I know you guys are probably really tired of hearing people tell you, oh, you need to do all of this, you need to take all this action, this massive action to start seeing success. And you hear this every year, as well as setting New Year's resolutions every year and not really getting to success, or at least the success that you wanted to see in a year. And let me tell you that the reason for that is because you keep taking all of this massive action. Now, really what I'm trying to say to you is, basically, most of you guys have not changed your mindset or changed who you are before you start taking the action. And while most of y'all are like, no, I don't need to change my mindset, I just need to know what I need to do. And I can tell you that with most people, that's actually not true. For example's sake, there are several different plans that are out there as far as meal plans, what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat, workout plans and regimens, but yet there are a lot of people that say that they're going to work on being overweight or losing some weight, and then they actually, even though there's all this information out there, they never actually end up achieving that goal. And it's not because they don't have the information or the how to, it's because they don't have the change in mindset in their way of thinking or in who they are to actually sustain that change in plan as far as eating or working out that they need to sustain in order to see ultimate success. And if you are not seeing success in your finances, then I would present to you that maybe it's not that you need another plan of what to do, but you need to change who you are internally and how you think and who you are. And let me tell you this, a lot of what God has for us, we don't not have it because he just isn't faithful and he just isn't going to give you what he wants to give you. It's more than likely because you haven't become the person that you need to become yet. You're still thinking like the old you, so he can't bless you with the things that he's trying to give the new you. Because if he gives it to you now, you're going to squander it, you're going to waste it, and you're not going to use it to the full extent that he would want you to use it. And because of that, you have to change who you are and how you think to unlock the blessing that is out there for you. The same thing that you've been asking for over and over and over. Now, when it comes to the mindset, I would say that there's two things that you need to be focused on as far as a change in mindset. So when it comes to a change in mindset, it's going to be a growth mindset as well as a fixed mindset. Now, that growth mindset is the mindset that, of course, is a more positive, things can change, I can grow, and I can learn more and do more. And with the fixed mindset, it's going to be more so of a negative mindset. Things are kind of how they are. They've always been how they've been, so they're going to stay how they are. I've always been how I've been, so I'm going to stay how I have been, and I don't need to change or anything like that. And that second one, that fixed mindset, is often what leads people to failure, and sometimes people won't even acknowledge that they are in that fixed mindset because they, of course, don't want to think that they're in a fixed mindset. But I tell you that the biggest difference that you will see in 2023 is going to be dependent upon how much you shift over to a growth mindset and actually start thinking about changing your mindset versus keeping it fixed on what you have always known, what you have always done, instead of doing what is new and can help you grow to new heights in your finances. Now, a lot of the ways that this can actually help you is that you can see will be your willingness to save and invest. A lot of times, if you haven't been saving and investing, more than likely it's because you're operating off of some type of money blueprint from your childhood or something else that kind of told you need to be spending money. You always saw money being spent. You never saw saving of money, so you adopt, whether knowingly or unknowingly, adopt the same behavior and you start doing the same thing. But having this new growth mindset will allow you the thinking to be able to think about how you can invest your money to actually grow your money or save your money, because with savings, you really don't get a whole lot of money, like other than you just putting money to the side for a rainy day or emergency purposes. You actually want to grow your money by investing it, and having a growth mindset versus what you have done in the past will help you to think more clearly in that area, which can help you with your credit as well as building your money up. This also increases your willingness to grow. So some people that are just not willing to grow, you kind of want to do things the way that you've always done things, or you want to stick to methods that you've tried, let's say with budgeting before in the past, versus being open to new ways of doing things. And you don't want to stick on the old habits by any means. You want to be doing whatever you can do to make sure that you are actually growing and developing new skills, new ways of thinking, new tactics that can help you to develop your finances in a way that they have never been before. Now, all of this new motivation and willingness to grow can also be enhanced by problem-solving skills that you develop with this growth mindset. So because you're trying new things out and because you're willing and motivated to keep following through on them, you're going to eventually run into some problems. You might have to do some problem solving on, okay, I ran to the snag. How can I better save money? How can I better invest my money? How can I better use this money to help improve my credit? Those are different things that you're going to run into, and problem solving skills are some things that you're going to develop and get stronger at as you have more time experiencing more new things, which can bring new challenges, which can lead you to new problems to solve, which ultimately make you a better and stronger person and money manager, credit manager, whatever you want to call it. And because you now see that you're able to solve these different problems that might come up while you're trying to build credit, while you're trying to save money, while you're trying to invest in things and get a return on your investment, it's also going to build up your resilience more, because you're basically going to see how you're able to handle challenges in a new way to try to solve these challenges. And then in turn, you'll be able to see that you can handle any challenge that comes at you, which will make you more willing to handle new and different things. Because in 2023, of course, making money, there's a bunch of different ways to make money. Saving and investing money is also very different than it was, say, 20 years ago or maybe even 10 years ago. So you having this new openness and willingness to be able to deal with new things will help you to further grow your money and your finances and even your income into what you might not have imagined you were able to do. Now, some of the things that I want you to do in this new year to see success is I want you to surround yourself with positive and supportive people. Why are you going to do this? Because I want you to make sure that you aren't just around the people that are like, everybody that looks like us is going to have bad credit. It just is what it is. The system is always holding us back, and because of how they set the system up, we can't win. That's not a way that you want to think or need to think. There are systems in place, and some of the way that those things work, they can be challenging to see success because most of us are not playing the financial game in a way we need to play it, because we don't know the rules to the game. It's like we're trying to play football on a basketball court, and you will not see success trying to do it that way. But you can't be around people that think, okay, things have been how they have been and things are just stacked up against us in this particular area of finances, money, credit, so we'll just never, see success because most of us have not. You have to look at the fact that, okay, how can I learn this system? How can I implement changes to how I do things? And having people around you that think positively like that, like, okay, we can overcome this. What do we need to do? You're going to have other people that are thinking like you in this new mindset and helping you to continue down that path, versus having people that are going to continue to think in a way that's going to make you complacent and think that you can never see change. I'm not going to harp on this one too long, but basically be willing to fail, because sometimes you might take some steps and you might fail while you're trying to improve your credit, get your money saved up, start investing. It's possible to see failures in all types of ways, so you need to understand that failures do happen, but you have to learn from it. What can you learn from it to make sure that you don't go through that same failure again? All failures are lessons that help build you up and strengthen you so that you can resist more and overcome more in the future. Now look, make sure that you are doing some things when it comes to investing and your finances that might be outside of your comfort zone, right? So there are some types of things. Some people might want to only invest in safe investments, and they might not want to spend their money on things that are actually going to be in a different area, something that they don't understand. Be willing to learn some new things about these new investment vehicles, these new money saving vehicles or these new ways to build up credit. Not all the new ways to build up credit, because some of them is some BS, honestly. But basically, make sure that you are just open to receive new information and see, is this something that might really work? Because it might be just the life-changing thing that you needed, but you might not have adopted or tried to do before with a fixed mindset. And look, don't be afraid to ask for help. When it comes to money, finances, credit, investing, it can be very tedious as far as all the information that's out there. There's a bunch of different conflicting information out there as well. So, find somebody that you feel like you can learn from, that you feel like knows what they are talking about, and learn from that person. And if you need help, ask for help. If you don't know how to do anything in a particular realm, do learn about it. But if you feel like you need help in executing, don't be afraid to ask for help in executing, because usually it can cut down on the amount of time that you would have spent trying to figure things out, possibly messing things up more, and then figuring out what to do. Of course, sometimes you got to go through that process, but if you can call on help of somebody that knows what they're doing already, don't be afraid to ask for that help. Sometimes it might be free, sometimes it might cost money. If it's costing you money and you feel like you will get a return on your investment, go ahead and do what you need to do, because that's more worth it than you trying to do it on your own, wasting time, energy, and money trying to figure it out, while you can have somebody that knows what they're doing, trying to figuring it out for you or with you or doing it for you. Hopefully you saw the value in those tips, and if you did like this video, make sure you do give this video a thumbs up, because it helps YouTube to show this video to other people that also need this information, and this information doesn't cost you anything. So that's the best way you can pay me back for sharing the information. Make sure that you also subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more information like this, and turn on the notification bell so you can be notified of any new videos I drop just like this. And also don't forget to check out this next video so that you can get more information that will help you out in 2023.